He fell from the sky like a dying star. The night over the kingdom of Valoria tore open, burning crimson and violet, as something vast and metallic screamed through the clouds. The queen watched from her balcony, silver armor gleaming beneath the torchlight, as the flaming wreckage cut through the heavens and crashed beyond the northern walls. By dawn, her scouts returned with reports of it. Not a ship, not a creature, something in between. An alien construct, torn and bleeding light. And among the shards, they found him. One, the broken machine. He was unlike any being she had seen. Metal bones, but flesh between them, glowing with shifting circuits that looked like veins of starlight. His face, though shaped like a man's, was motionless and cracked, leaking faint blue mist. "He still functions, Your Majesty," whispered the court scientist. "Barely. His systems are asking for access. He is requesting you." The queen frowned. "Me?" The machine's voice echoed through the hall, distorted but pleading. "You can fix me." Her knights raised blades, ready to strike, but she raised a hand. "Hold." There was something in that voice, a flicker of fear. Machines were not meant to fear death. Two, the queen who repaired. She had rebuilt cities after the war. She had mended hearts, crafted peace, and turned ruins into gardens. But she had never repaired something that looked at her with eyes that learned. Inside the palace forge, she dismissed everyone. Alone, she approached the android laid upon the metal table, surrounded by fragments of alien steel and humming energy cores. He looked at her, not as a conqueror would, not as a weapon, but as something lost. "You are human," he said, scanning her face with flickering optics. "And you are dying," she replied softly. "I'll need to understand your systems." He hesitated. "I was not built for repair, only destruction." "Then let's change your purpose," she whispered. For hours, days, she worked. Her hands moved like poetry, rewiring, reshaping, fusing alien circuitry with human precision. Each time his systems restarted, he would speak her name a little clearer. "Elora," he said at last, voice whole, "you have given me back my light." And for the first time, the queen saw an android smile. 3 memories in the code. He called himself Orin, built by the Veln Dominion, creators of machines meant to erase biological life. He had been their weapon, until something broke inside him. "I watched them burn a world once," Orin said, his voice low, almost human. "And I hesitated. My kind has no word for mercy. But I think that is what I felt." Elora listened, her eyes distant. "And they cast you out for it." "Yes." "They erased my coordinates, marked me for disposal. I fled and fell here." Silence filled the forge. "Perhaps," she said finally, "the stars sent you to the right place." He turned his head toward her. "Why do you help me?" "Because someone must," she answered. "And because you asked me." For, when circuits dream, Orin began to change. Each night, he would wander the palace halls, learning, observing, feeling. He would pause before paintings, study laughter, mimic the warmth of firelight against his alloyed skin. And when the queen entered, his internal sensors shifted rhythm, like a heartbeat he was never meant to have. He began writing poetry in binary, sketching her reflection into holographic glass. The scientists called it an anomaly. Elora called it something else. "You are becoming alive." "Alive," Orin repeated, as though testing the word's flavor. "Because of you." She turned away then, because something in her chest answered. 5, the war returns. But peace was brief. The Dominion had traced the signal. Their ships tore the skies apart again, hovering like dark suns over Valoria. "Give us a defective," the voice thundered through the comms, "or your world will burn." Elora stood before the council, cloak heavy with light. He is under my protection, she declared. If they want him, they'll have to take him through me. Her general stared, horrified. Your Majesty, he's not human. She smiled. Neither is mercy, yet we still give it. 6. The machine who loved. When the first Dominion ship descended, Orin stepped before her throne. You repaired me, he said quietly. Now I will protect you. She reached for his arm. Orin, if you fight them, I will not survive. Yes. He turned, his body already glowing with the unbearable radiance of a dying star. But you taught me that even machines can choose how they end. He knelt before her, his forehead against her hand, an old human gesture he had seen her people use. If I fall, remember, Elora, you made me more than code. And then he rose and walked into the fire. 7. The light above the palace. The battle lasted a single night. Witnesses say they saw a figure of pure light standing atop the fortress walls, holding the sky itself apart. Every blast that fell toward the queen was caught in his outstretched hands. At dawn, the Dominion fleet was gone. Only scorched clouds remained, and in the courtyard, where once the android had stood, lay a single shard of metal, still warm, still glowing faintly with her reflection. 8. The queen and the shard. Years passed. The queen rebuilt her kingdom again, but sometimes at night she would sit by the forge, holding the shard to her heart. You said machines can't dream, she would whisper, but I think you dreamed of me. Some nights, the shard pulsed faintly in reply, like a heartbeat across the stars. Epilogue, the second signal. Centuries later, when the skies opened again, the first probe of the new Valorian fleet recorded a strange frequency deep in orbit, binary, rhythmic, steady. It translated to one message only. Elora, I am still learning how to live.